The Kansas City Chiefs just got a fantastic injury update about running back Isiah Pacheco. Welcome back, everybody, to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy, and today I'm going to break down the latest injury update on Isiah Pacheco. We just got word from Ian Rappaport on Twitter that Chiefs running back Isiah Pacheco is expected to return next week against the Carolina Panthers. Again, this is per Rap Sheet on Twitter, and we actually got this update right before the Chiefs played the Bills on Sunday. So I thought for a second there was a chance that he was going to play on Sunday against the Bills, but the Chiefs decided to hold him out due to caution, which I think was the right move. I don't think Isiah Pacheco would have moved the needle too much in that game, and I don't think that he swings that game from a loss to a win, but he returned to practice last week with Charles Omenihu, and so we knew that it was going to be either that week or in the next week that we were going to get our star running back, back to the field, which is a huge thing for this offense. The Chiefs have been without one of the hardest runners in the NFL since week 2. He broke his fibula back in week 2 against the Cincinnati Bengals, and he had immediate surgery. But I think a lot of Chiefs fans, including myself, kind of thought the worst about that injury and that Pacheco was likely going to miss the rest of the season. But I think even after that injury, he had the mindset that he was going to play again. We got the reports from Nate Taylor of The Athletic that he was walking around in the locker room after breaking his fibula, which is kind of crazy to me that he was just walking around afterward. But, he's been in the facility getting treatment on that injury. I remember hearing stuff a couple months ago that he was walking around without a boot on after, breaking your fibula. And so I thought that he was going to return at some point this season, but he's made fantastic progress on that injury, not really missing that much time in the grand scheme of things. He's missed, about 2 months of gameplay. But all things considered, I think that the Chiefs got pretty fortunate that he got hurt early on in the season where he had time to recover. Because an injury of that magnitude, if someone suffered it now, they're out for the season and there's no chance that they come back for the playoffs. But Isiah Pacheco is going to be healthy and ready to go while this Chiefs team is trying to three-peat. And now he is going to join a backfield with Kareem Hunt and Samaje Perine, not forgetting to mention Carson Steele, but Carson Steele hasn't really gotten too many carries as of late. So Isiah Pacheco is going to join with Kareem Hunt and kind of form that two-headed monster coming out of the backfield. And I think that both of these running backs, while they do play a similar game, they have very different skill sets. I think you can use Kareem Hunt a lot more in the pass-catching game, and Isiah Pacheco is someone that I want running the ball on first, second, and third down, but on fourth down, if you need a yard or two, I want Kareem Hunt getting the football in that situation. And I think that Andy Reid is going to be able to do a lot more with the addition of Isiah Pacheco because now you have two running backs that can terrorize an NFL defense. And so there's just so many more possibilities for this Chiefs team to open up the offense, and it's going to force defenses to stack the box, to load 8 into the box, and so they're not able to, run the ball all over them. And so Isiah Pacheco is a massive addition to this team. We all know how great he's been in this offense, going from a 7th round draft pick to being one of the more underrated running backs in the NFL. And so you're adding that guy back at the perfect time while this Chiefs team is trying to three-peat. And also, I think that we haven't really talked enough about how Kareem Hunt got signed off the street, came in right away, and produced in this offense, and he has taken a beating as of late. They're giving him 25, 30 carries a game, and for somebody that, is 30 years old, it just doesn't make sense for him to take all of that wear and tear on his body. Now, he's been fantastic. He's been better than advertised, better than expected, getting in the end zone a bunch, but I do think that Isiah Pacheco is going to take some of that workload back, and so Kareem Hunt's not going to have to carry the ball 30 times in order to win. And so I think that's going to help preserve his health for the playoffs. And ultimately, you're going to go into the playoffs with a two-headed monster of Kareem Hunt and Isiah Pacheco, and they could terrorize, NFL defenses in the postseason. And especially when it gets cold in January and you need to run the ball, you have two guys that are incredibly capable of running the ball in each situation. First, second, third, or even fourth down, the Chiefs have both backs able to do different things, and they can complement each other well. And so I'm super excited about Isiah Pacheco returning to this team. Now, I will say, I don't really see the need to rush him back. He's expected to play this weekend against the Carolina Panthers, and that's great and all, but the Carolina Panthers are not a good football team. The Chiefs should win this game with or without Kareem Hunt or Isiah Pacheco in the game. So I think that while you're bringing him back from this fibula injury, why rush it? Well, why give him 30 carries off the bat when you could kind of ease him in? Let him get 5 to 10 carries this week, and then on a short week when you play the Raiders on Black Friday, you can kind of continue to open up the offense and give him more carries. But I just don't think that it's really smart to rush him back from injury when I don't care what happens in week 13 or 14. I care what happens, in January. I care what happens in the divisional round. I care what happens in the AFC Championship game in the Super Bowl. And Isiah Pacheco has proven to be massive for this offense in the postseason. He's been here 2 years. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings, and the Chiefs could not have done that without Isiah Pacheco's postseason resume. He's been a fantastic runner of the football and a great postseason performer, and so the Chiefs need to keep that guy healthy, and they do that by not rushing him back. So I think that they have to be, careful with Isiah Pacheco. You just can't throw him out there and expect to give him 30 carries. But, he can come back and get, anywhere from 7 to 15 carries and kind of just get eased back into this offense. But I do think that that is the best case scenario. And since you have Kareem Hunt, you have the luxury of not rushing him back. Without Kareem Hunt, it would be pretty important that Isiah Pacheco kind of goes 0 to 100 and, starting to take more of the offensive load back. But since you have such a capable runner in Kareem Hunt, it's not really necessary for Isiah Pacheco to rush back and be, the number one running back right off the bat. Because especially with how well Kareem Hunt has run the football, almost looking better than Pacheco at times, I think it's going to be pretty hard to take the ball out of Hunt's hands. And so I think that until Kareem Hunt has, an injury pop up or starts to decline in production, I think he should be your starting running back until further notice. I think you should still play both of them, and they should both get a bunch of carries and a bunch of snaps. But I do think that Kareem Hunt should be the starter on this football team, at least until he dips in production. But he has been a fantastic running back this season, filling in for Pacheco, and I think it's unfair to him to immediately yank him from the starting job just because the guy that he replaced is coming back from injury, especially when Hunt has arguably been better in the sample size that we have seen. So Chiefs Kingdom, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. What do you think about the news from Ian Rappaport that Isiah Pacheco is expected to return this weekend against the Carolina Panthers? And what do you think about the starting running back position? Do you think that should be Kareem Hunt's job, or should Isiah Pacheco get it because he's been the starting running back on this team for the past 2 seasons, and the Chiefs offense has seen a lot of success? I just think that until Kareem Hunt gives that job up, it's his job to lose. He's looked fantastic getting in the end zone, getting those tough yards, and he continues to improve on a weekly basis. And so while he is running like a madman, you might as well feed the hot hand and not change what's working. But I do think that you have to get Isiah Pacheco back and integrated in this offense, catch him up to speed, because he is a fantastic, he just runs the ball with so much anger and aggression that you need that in this offense, and you also need his pass protection on 3rd and 4th down, but no need to rush him back when you have a very capable runner in Kareem Hunt on this team. So Chiefs Kingdom, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. That's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe for more of the best Chiefs content on YouTube. I've been pushing stuff out each and every single day, and the best thing you guys can do to support the channel is hitting that like button and subscribing so more Chiefs fans can find it. Go follow me on social media, Instagram and TikTok, KC_Sports Report, and Twitter at KC Sports Report and at The Michael Darcy. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and go Chiefs!